Hey guys, it's Natalie and welcome back to my channel. Now this week I thought it would be a good idea, hi Oreo, to read Am I the posts. I'm definitely going to bleep that. So I picked out a few and a few days ago, took some screenshots because the Wi-Fi is really bad. As you guys saw, that my video uploaded on Sunday instead of Saturday, and it was still took forever because it said 3 hours, and then my computer died, then I had to restart, and then it was taking longer than 3 hours, and it was just a mess. So what I'm planning on doing is hopefully still gonna upload Saturday, but if anything happens, I will definitely upload Sunday if Saturday video does not pop up on your notifications. But without further ado, please hit subscribe, because I noticed that a lot of you guys that watch my videos aren't statistically subscribed. So what are you doing? Just hit the subscribe button. It will save you guys so much time than typing my channel looking for my video, because as you guys recently saw, I changed my channel name to Natalie Elaine instead of Natalie Richardson, because I thought there wasn't going to be many Natalie Elaines, but I was kind of wrong. But anyways, that's my new channel name. I'm going to pop it up right here. I'm also going to pop up my socials like Instagram right there. There's Twitter. I'm going to put TikTok right here. But anyways, let's get started with these posts. And I believe there's 5 or 6. AITA, which is, am I the asshole for that? For only feeding one child frozen food. My son is Indian and his friend who is white are both 9. My son brought his friend over after school on the bus. I messaged his mom and asked if he was okay and how late he was staying. She asked if he could stay until 10. I served dinner around 8, so he would be eating with us. I cook a lot of Indian cuisine in my house because that's what I grew up making. My son told me his friend was very picky, same, and asked if I could make him something else. I keep fries and chicken nuggets for when my son is picky friends over. So we all sit to eat, and my son's friend seems really happy with the nuggets, and then they go to play after dinner. The boy's mom picks him up a little after 9. I get a text later asking why I fed her son frozen food when I could have cooked a fresh dinner for everyone else. I told her my son said the boy wouldn't eat what I was making. She said I would have made him... Hold on, I lost where I was. She said I should have made him something also instead of just getting freezer food. I told her I provided free child care without notice, and her child chose not to eat what everyone else was eating. I continued that when I was a child, my mom didn't offer anyone alternatives to what was made. So he's lucky I recommended him. He's lucky I accommodated him. I can't read today. She told me she wouldn't let her son stay with a child abuser anymore. Okay, you're not the other woman's because that's not child abuse. Because at least he ate something. For one thing, I grew up like eating like TV dinners and frozen foods because it just sounded good when I was little. Chicken nuggets, macaroni and cheese, best friend. Forever. Loved it. Loved it so much. Still kind of eat it sometimes. But like when I'm over at a friend's house, they always ask me, what do you want to eat? Or they make something, and you know what, sometimes, sure, I don't like it, but I eat it anyways because it's just a polite way to say thanks. But it's a child. When that happens, I'm a teenager. I'm like, you know what, I'll just eat it and I'll be fine. They're serving it, they took the time making it, might as well eat it. If I'm allergic to it, I'll tell them. But if I've known them for a long time, I'll still tell them because they have more stuff on their minds. But I usually try something new every time when I go to a friend's house, because to me, that's just really polite. Like, for example, when I went over to Kelsey's house, I think it was last year, they were having chili dogs. I never had chili dogs, but I tried it, and I actually liked it. And then before I started working again, I was over there for 4 days and 3 nights, so I always ate whatever they cooked. For example, there was that macaroni, but it wasn't cheese, it was like salad macaroni, and I tried it, and I actually liked it, which is very weird, because I don't know what was in it, but it was good. So trying new things is just a part of life, but it's a child, not a... I'm pretty sure other children are different, like, ooh, let me try this, let me try this. This kid, as this person said in the post, was very picky. I grew up very picky. I did not want to eat whatever my mom put in front of me. I only wanted mac and cheese or chicken nuggets. That's Oreo. Jelly Bean is sleeping if you can hear her snore. But yeah, the other lady was the horrible person. You did what was right. Next post. Sister, 19, is single, pregnant, around 5 months. My boyfriend and I went away on vacation and he proposed to me. I told my mom I'd post the engagement on social media. My sister flipped out on my Instagram post and wrote a long rant on how I could do this to her while she's pregnant. I didn't know about her situation at all and how my engagement would make her feel. My mom told me it was insensitive because my sister is feeling unloved right now and is having a hard time with it recently because the reality of her situation has hit her. I told my mom I'm not putting my life on hold because my sister made a stupid mistake. My mom said don't expect to run back to my family after I get divorced. I am hurt that my mom and sister are treating me like this over my engagement. Your family is the asshole. Because for one thing, it is not your fault your sister got pregnant. That was her own choice. That was her own mistake. Putting a long rant on social media is a bad idea. Very bad idea. Don't do that. Don't do that. But the mom is not supposed to side with one child or the other. It's supposed to be even. Not, oh, I like this child better than this one. That's not how the world works. You have to like them evenly. Of course, not everything is perfect, and maybe an adult or a mom or dad likes one child better than the others. It's life and we all hate it. But what's bad is how this mother said, don't come running back to the family after you get a divorce. That is just horrible to say to a child. For one thing, she recently just got engaged. And for one thing, they probably have dated for a long time. And if her sister is feeling this bad, take her to like a therapist or a psychiatrist. Don't leave her at home making her feel sorry for herself. That's just, no, that's bad. Don't do that. So to me, I feel like the mom is the first. It's her sister. The mom is the cause of this right now. Because she didn't get the daughter help, the one that was pregnant, she didn't get her help, and now her sister's feeling depressed and angry, and she doesn't know what to do, so that's why she did that. And the mom's just making it bigger and bigger and bigger. But, yeah. Next. My roommate, 32, has an older brother, Mark, 45, who comes and hangs out often. We do little parties or sometimes go to bars. Most of our friends group is younger and early in the mid-20s. Mark kept hitting on much younger women and making them feel uncomfortable. Some leave, some yell at them, and some call him a creep who won't take the hint and keeps saying he doesn't like women over 25. Either he is very creepy and needs help, or it's just very dumb. Very dumb. That's bad. I'm gay, and a couple of gay friends have decided to start treating Mark like he treats these women. That's a good idea. My roommate was mad at me, saying I'm making his brother uncomfortable, and I say yes, he needs to do some self-reflection. I promise I would stop, but my friends and I would start again if we see Mark acting like that again, so he can't take the hint. My roommate thinks I'm being mean and disrespectful to his brother, but Mark often approaches a few different girls a night, and I think he should start thinking about how they feel when he tried to creep them out. Yikes. Yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't do it like, well, I would not do it by myself. I would definitely do it with my friends. And if it's my friends that's doing that, I would definitely do the same thing to him. And I'll be like, well, that's how you're making them feel. And isn't there like a quote that's saying like, treat others the way you want to be treated? That's basically what it's coming across. So basically, for one thing, roommate should be noticing this and be like, bro, stop. Just stop it. And then the person, if that person doesn't get the hint, he might hit on the wrong person and will definitely get hurt. That's just karma. It's going to come back to you whether you like it or not. It just happens. But yeah, let's go on to the next one. I'm 26 female living in an apartment. I'm a resident in a medical profession and I work 100-hour weeks plus a lot of additional hours on studying and paperwork. I hardly sleep as it is. I cannot wear earbuds because I need to be able to hear my phone when on a call or if I'm called about a patient under my care. This happens frequently and I never turn off my phone and only update it when I'm at work. Just for an idea about how strongly I'm attached to my phone. My downstairs neighbor had a baby last month. Since she came home from the hospital, I haven't slept through the night. I woke up every 1 to 2 hours by the baby crying and this baby screams. I know that the mom is trying her best. I'm sure she doesn't want to be woken up either, but I'm losing it. I fell asleep Thursday standing up in the middle of rounds. My attendings was not impressed and was reprimanded. My boyfriend has been encouraging me to file a complaint because it's not fair and I can't sleep. I've tried to talk directly to my neighbor and ask if she could stop walking around her whole apartment. I've tried to sleep on my couch, which is better, but the mom walks the baby around the apartment. Or maybe if there could be some soundproofing done. But every time I've had the chance to go to her apartment, she gets a note about the baby sleeping and please don't knock. I do not have her number or another way to contact her. I feel weird about leaving a note and want to address it in person. So I spoke to my landlord Friday evening. I was very clear that I'm not trying to blame this woman. I just want to know if there could be some soundproofing done or something. The landlord said they look into the option. Well, Saturday I had a day off mandated because I'm now considered a risk to patients, which is causing a whole host of issues for me. Okay, for people that go on here, please make sense of your sentences sometimes, or I'm reading it wrong. I don't know. I was sleeping and woke up to a pound and scream. The mother was furious with me and kept screaming about how I'm selfish and trying to kick out a single mom, etc. Neighbors were watching and I kept trying to explain, but she and the baby just kept screaming. I lost it. I'm beyond exhausted and just screamed back. I told her her baby is so loud she might cost me my job and I can't function anymore because of her, and that soundproofing isn't the end of the world. If she can't soundproof, she should be considered in apartment living. Oh, consider it. I'm reading stuff wrong. She started crying and left. I felt awful about it. I know I shouldn't have yelled, and I know that makes me TA, which is an asshole or whatever. but I am TA for filling in a complaint. I think she meant, but I'm not. My impressions was the landlord was going to fix the issue, not kick her out. I don't know what that. I don't want that. Wait, hold on. Wait. My impression was the landlord was going to fix the issue, not kick her out. I don't want that. But you just said that you don't want her to leave. She just needs a soundproof. This girl's twisting my head around. Okay. Oh, there's an edit to this. Yes, working these, okay, it says edit. Thank you for your replies. Just to address a couple points. 1, yes, working these hours is insane. It's not okay, but unfortunately the way this field works is you either get on with it or they will fire you, and there goes the last decent of my life. Matching with other residencies is next to impossible. Besides, I want this career. Hopefully it'll change as the younger generations pushes for change. 2, I live on top floor of my building. I've been here 5 years. There have been a few families with younger kids, including babies, that have lived here over the years. Life sounds never been an issue. The baby is loud and is constant. The baby will scream every 2 hours or so and can't go on for over an hour. Most of the time, I don't think the mom can tell this baby to be quiet. I want solutions so I can sleep, and that's it. I've tried soundproofing my apartment short of tearing up the floor and installing insulation of some kind. I've done everything I could find online. It's not helping. I hear the baby crying. By the way, when the mother walks the baby around the apartment, I don't hear her walking. When the baby is in the bedroom, I can sleep through the cry, but when the baby walks over my head, I can't. 3, I cannot just move. Firstly, finding the time to move or the money is impossible. I have to live 15 minutes from the hospital. Why I can't stay at my boyfriend's, and I'm lucky my landlord has kept my rent down. His rents to my residence from this hospital for decades and cuts us a break. Since I can't afford anything in this area, I might be a doctor that works a lot. But I don't even make $40,000 a year before taxes. And then take about half of that to our student loans. So moving to a house isn't an option. Makes sense. Yes, I could sleep in an Yes, I could sleep in an on-call room and do occasionally. But as people have said, the rooms are awful and they're not really quiet with all the residents trying to sleep, work, etc. Plus, I think it's responsible to want to go home and sleep when I can. I have to make food, do laundry, call family in private, and decompress alone. So driving home and doing that and driving back to sleep for a foreseeable future isn't going to work. I don't wake up to vibrations. I need sound. I've tried noise canceling earbuds. I don't unlike the headphones. I can't get comfortable, but spent most of nights terrified they'll fall out, and I won't hear my phone, so I don't sleep. Missing a call is automatic grounds for termination, so the fear is very real to me. My landlord called me early today and told me he heard about her coming to scream at me. He informed me he had no intention of evicting anyone. He spoke to her, and when he could come and soundproof her apartment, he'd be considering doing this for a while. and have decided to bite the bullet and soundproof every apartment, starting with hers, as multiple people have mentioned this to him as well. She was never in danger of being evicted. I never wanted that either. Babies cry, but I don't sign up for this. But I didn't sign up for this. I've never had an issue in any apartment I've lived in. This is the first complaint I've made in over 5 years besides my shower heat breaking. I think soundproofing is valid. Maybe it'll disturb this mother, but I've decided I don't care. Long term, this would be better for everyone. Yes, I am an ass for yelling at her. I snapped, and since everyone keeps saying this woman is exhausted and sleep deprived, so I should be understanding, I think the same can be said for me. Since I'm awake, and when she's awake, she's deprived on both ends, because it led to very bad communication on both ends. Hopefully soundproofing will resolve some issues. Well, that's all for this week's video. If you want me to read more Reddit Am I the Asshole post, or if you want me to do the 50-50 Reddit challenge again, which I would be up for. Sure, I do not like it because it stresses me out, because every time, I believe almost every time, it was something gross and I felt like I was going to die.